Good morning or afternoon or evening or middle of the night. I guess whenever you are watching this, it is morning for me right now. And I know I called this originally Manipulation Monday. I think I may have to change that just to MLM Manipulations because it has actually not happened on Monday more than it has happened on Monday. Things get busy. Yesterday, and a lot of you are new followers, so welcome. Yesterday, I went live on Instagram for a little over an hour, and then I was live with DC here on my YouTube channel last night for 2 hours. So I didn't get this done, but it needed to happen because some of the responses that I got to my question were heartbreaking, and I want to talk about them. So I asked a question on my Instagram stories of what were the craziest promises or craziest things that people told you to do in your MLM. And we're going to go through them. So, and I will give you some of my thoughts. The first one, I could make money if I joined their team. You know, the interesting thing to me on that one is I was told the same thing, but didn't know until after I signed up that my upline didn't make money ever. She was never really that successful. So that was interesting to me. They tell you can make money, but it's really rough. A lot of them are around coaching. So let's talk about some of the coaching ones first. And a lot of it is becoming a coach and just letting myself getting talked into being a coach. And the hardest part to that is I think we all did it. We all were taught that you didn't need to know the answers as a coach. You're learning together. I really think the more appropriate term would be cheerleader, supporter, something like that. Because to me, a coach is someone who is very knowledgeable in a specific area and is teaching others how to do that and leading them and guiding them. That is not what we did. We supported and helped, and none of us were really equipped to do that. And someone said from Ashley Molstad, who is one of the top coaches, fake it till you make it. You don't need to know the answers to be a coach. And that's not only from Ashley, that was from Carl Deichler as well. Like, let's be real. He's pretty proud of the fact that his coaches don't know anything and that they don't have to. Let's see. I'm looking to see if there's some other. I'm about to hit a huge goal. Can you go buy a product so I can get there? It is so difficult. It is so difficult when you have these relationships and you feel like you're friends. You want to support them. I talked about this on the live last night. You want to do whatever you can to help them. And so they tell you this is to reach a goal. You feel, I did anyway, I had a very strong sense of obligation to help them. I had a very strong sense of obligation to maintain my rank. And when you're like upline or whatever is shooting for a big goal, the pressure rolls down and it comes at you. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. This is one that I strongly disagree with. We don't. We just don't. I am I'm a mom of 5. I stay at home. But my 5 kids now are ages 8, almost 9, up to 18. The freedom that I have now and the time I have available now versus when they were little is a big difference. It is a big difference. So to say that we all have the same 24 hours, when I was a working mom and I had 3 kids that I was trying to get out the door by 7 a.m., no, you cannot compute. Like, you can't compare those. You can't compare those two lives. So I'm going to say no on that one. Like, you just can't. You can't compare those. I was a discount coach. And then I could cancel after a certain date. Um, absolutely. My coach asked our bod group to like every single one of her posts on Instagram and Facebook. I see this a lot where um, you, they will they want likes and comments. They want to improve their engagement. Like that the part 3 that I did with the coach that said, I ask their opinions. I don't care what these people think. Kind of the same thing. They don't care who's liking and commenting. They just want them to show engagement. And so if you look at some of the posts, a lot of the likes and a lot of the comments are going to be from fellow coaches, not from customers. And they're like, so many people are interested, and people are like, ooh, me, me, me. Oftentimes they're on their team. My coach messaged me asking if I'd help her reach a goal and sign up as a discount coach. No, that's gross. This one's my favorite, okay? And I'm going to tell you who this one is. This one is Cheryl. And I talked about Cheryl's story before. I've gone live with her on Instagram and stuff. She is amazing. She was told to buy Visa gift cards online and then use them to sign up her dogs so she could rank up. Her dogs had accounts, you guys. Oh my gosh. It's my favorite. That is my favorite. And I know Michelle, who her handle is Fallible Spoonie, she had her cat signed up. So I never got to that point. I did, however, have my husband, my mom, my mother-in-law, and my sister all sign up. And I believe I bought all of their challenge packs. Kind of the same type of thing. I just was able to convince real people to do it, I guess. Oh, that's gross. I'm sorry. Did that to my own mother. Anyway, let's talk about some of the health and weight loss things that the coach has said. This one, I just can't. She was told to breastfeed more so that she would lose more weight to lose the baby weight, or burn more calories so that she could lose her baby weight. What? Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. The pressure to bounce back after having a baby, I can't even imagine. I see some of these coaches who are working out 2 weeks after having babies. And, I don't know that I was getting out of pajamas at 2 weeks. I was still like wondering what had just happened. But the pressure to do that and to achieve it is really rough. My sister started passing out unexplainably and at dangerous times. Her doctor told her she needed to up her salt intake. Her coach told her that it wasn't 21 Day Fix approved. Don't listen to your doctor. Listen to me, because obviously I know what I'm doing. I am amazed at the lack of knowledge that the coaches have around basics, electrolyte imbalance. So having adequate salt, magnesium, potassium. You don't know. I didn't know any of those things. All I knew is that we had a product for that called hydration, and you should drink that. Was hydration better than any of the other options? No, we just sold it. So we were told that that was the best electrolyte formula, that would help them. No, it's not. And if she needed to up her salt intake, there are a lot of other better electrolytes that are salty. And it's funny because I've seen them being promoted by Beachbody coaches. I have seen Ashley Molstad promote Redmond Real Salt, which I actually love. I've got quite a few downstairs. They have electrolytes. They also have a pre-workout. They also have a boost. They're great. I've seen Ashley Molstad recommend those. I have seen another coach recommend Element, LMNT. She recommends those. That's what she drinks before she goes like country dancing, and it's crazy. It's crazy. I was told on 2 separate occasions that Shakeology would cure my IBS and my chronic anxiety disorder. As far as IBS goes, you guys, I was running to the bathroom like crazy with Shakeology, especially with the new formula that they did. When they formulated it, I don't know what they did. I don't know what they did to change it, but man, it hurt my stomach so bad, and I would have to run to the bathroom all the time. And that would be a medical claim, which you cannot do according to the FTC. As far as the anxiety, Autumn mentioned this, I think it was yesterday, and I did feel a little like ping when she said it. She said, I believe she's taking ashwagandha. Was that the one? I think it was ashwagandha. It may have been the rhodiola, to help, a natural help with anxiety, because she wasn't willing to take a pill. That was kind of thoughtless to those of us. That medication is exactly what we need, and it does save our lives, and it does improve our lives and make us better. It felt really gross, and you have no idea what is going on with someone and what their condition may be, and how the things that are in Shakeology actually can counteract some of those medications. One was told, and this was a fairly low level hun, after I switched, told me that running isn't enough. You're not doing enough. I was told this as well, that, you have to do the Beachbody programs. You can do other things, but you have to do the Beachbody program in addition. This was something I was even told by the master trainers when we got certified for, as instructors. When you teach a class, that does not count as your workout. You still need to do your workout. It doesn't count. Well, when I was teaching, my favorite class to teach, and the class I taught most often, well, originally the class I taught most often was Turbo Kick. I would burn around 700 calories. How does that not count? That's crazy in an hour. When you are an instructor, your heart rate goes a bit higher than just when you're working out. How does that not count? But I didn't feel like it counted, and I still felt like I needed to do a Beachbody workout. I remember one day that I had the hardest time, and that was, I've talked about this before. I'm a people pleaser, and there was some crazy bug going around the YMCA among the staff, and 3 of the other instructors were gone, and they were out because they were sick. I ended up teaching P90X in the morning, then I taught Turbo Kick, then I taught Country Heat, and then I came back and taught another Turbo Kick class. And then I still went home and did my own workout. I worked out for at least 5 hours that day. I am just appalled at what I allowed myself to do. And, it's no wonder that now I'm struggling with so many injuries. Try 4-week gut protocol in order to recover from gastritis. The medical claims are insane that people have been making with 4-week gut protocol, which they can't do. Same thing, do 2 to 3 workouts a day if I'm not seeing results. I was absolutely told to double up. And where did they get that? Do you guys know where they got that? 21-day fix. The 3rd week, if you want to accelerate your results, you can do 2 workouts, and they give you a schedule for both workouts. Well, if it works that week, why shouldn't it work all the time? And someone who is not educated in human physiology would tell you to do that. I was actually told to do 2 to 3 workouts a day and drop a plan bracket. So I think I was eating in plan B to drop to plan A. That's not enough for my toddler. Try a water fast if that doesn't work. We should talk at one point about the crazy things you have done. I have done water fasts. I have done supported fasts, meaning I drank like electrolytes and that kind of thing. I think I fasted for a really long time. Master cleanse, which is another type of fasting, but you're drinking lemon, maple syrup, and cayenne. I don't recommend that one either. The crazy things we do, you guys. My upline told me that your nutritionist is out of his scope. He can't tell you that you aren't eating enough. I'm paying him to tell me what I'm doing. I'm paying him to help me. He's not out of his scope. You are. Oy. Seriously. My upline told me I don't have to do the workouts to be successful. That's awful. And I was still doing the workouts when I kind of started to get disillusioned. I was still doing the workouts, but I wasn't doing the meal plans and I wasn't drinking Shakeology. And I started to realize, like, I can't promote something if I'm not doing it. How can you promote Job 1, which is the program that just came out, right? I think for general was Job 1. How can I promote Job 1 if I'm not going to do it? How can I promote Fire and Flow if I'm not going to do it? You know, all of these things, you have to make them sound so good, but you don't want to do it. And I really felt that with Hammer and Chisel. And I quit. I couldn't do it. I didn't like it at all. To stop taking my antidepressants. Shakeology and BOD were the cure. That is so frustrating because how can Shakeology be the cure if all of them now have gut health issues? And now they're all going to have energy issues, even though they've been pounding Energized like no other. Now they're going to start with first thing and last thing. And you're going to take something that's going to pep you up in the morning and then something that's going to bring you down at night. No. Why? Okay, this one broke my heart. Because I've done this before. To eat 800 calories because I was so obese. It helped her, so it would help me too. Ridiculous. The craziest thing is that you needed to eat more calories and you needed to eat a lot more calories. When I have gone in and looked, and part of it was because I was doing so many workouts, I went in and did a DEXA scan on my body to see what my body composition was, and it gave me a more accurate BMR. It gave me a more accurate rate of calorie burn because I had more muscle. And so I needed more calories, and I was burning more calories. Getting a formula that is a one-size-fits-all isn't going to tell you anything. And for your coach to think that she knew your body is really frustrating, and I am so sorry that happened to you. Stop using MyFitnessPal to track calories. The container system does that for you. Only if you're willing to do it forever. And I'm not. And only if you're willing to eat from that very limited food list forever, which I'm not. It's kind of like, there's another program out there that you weigh everything. Like, take a scale to the restaurant with you. No, I'm not doing that. And in my opinion, you have to do what works for you. If it works for you to track your calories, track your calories. If it works for you to count macros and it doesn't cause any disordered behavior, then do it. Like, having the freedom. And I was talking to someone yesterday that quit Beachbody yesterday. And she said, you know, it's scary. It's scary to not have a plan, to feel out of control and like, okay, well, what am I supposed to do? But do you know what? Being able to choose movement that brings me joy is awesome. And some days that's walking with my dog. Some days that, well, let's be real, right now I can't do anything, but some days it would be lifting weights. Some days it would be teaching a class. And that is awesome. Does it bring you joy? Does it bring you joy? And if so, do that thing. Do that thing. With your food, is this something that you truly can do forever? Do that thing. Right? I think that is what it all boils down to. And the fact that these coaches are giving these recommendations with zero training. The vast majority of them. Some of them do have training in various things. Some of them are personal trainers, some of them are doctors. I mean, so some of them do have these trainings, which to me makes it even more appalling that they're coaching. That's frustrating. Whew. All right, there's my soapbox. So I want to thank everyone who has helped me and supported me. If you have a story that you want me to share for Manipulation Monday, or I guess MLM Manipulation, since we're going to rename it, my email is in the show notes. And I would love to hear from you. You can let me know if you want it to be anonymous, if you want me to use your name, or even if you want to do a live. We could do a Zoom and record it, and you could talk, and we could just talk about your story. Whatever you would like. If you would like to do that, I would love to give you a forum in which to do it. Speaking of a forum, please make sure, like, comment, subscribe, all of the things to really help me grow my platform and get more information out. The amount of people that we have had, and I say we because it really is a team. There are quite a few of us who are creating this content. The amount of people that we help is awesome. And the fact that we have people tell us, you know, I didn't feel good about coaching, but I didn't know why I didn't feel good about coaching. And then I listened to you, or I listened to some of the other creators, right? Amber or Jen or Cheryl. I listened, Deanna Mims, like all of these other people. I listened to them and everything clicked, and I understood why I was hesitant to join or why I felt different about what I was doing. So please help in getting that message out, and I will see you guys in my next video.